State is a term from Balaji, which is more about starting from like the online, like digital community world and then branching out. Cause like the idea there is like, it's hard to get shit done in the physical world with both politics and land and real estate and everything. So, for example, Honduras, Patri's been involved in Honduras for a long ass time. And they had a previous failed run at doing like what Prospera is doing like a decade ago. And so this is like a second try, at getting this done. And like there's tons of political backlash and all kinds of shenanigans that Prospera has to deal with and muscle through, which they're doing a great job of in order to like continue doing their thing. And so Balaji has looked at all this, and I was talking to him about this a couple of years ago. I talked about it at the time as like Internet of State. This idea that, you would have a global network of much smaller states, and that there would be like a heavily virtual online, like digital component to it. And I think he's kind of like really focused on this insight that if you start like land first, then it's hard and slow going. If you start like community first, then you can build everything digitally online really fast. You can build up a huge community, a lot of economic horsepower, and so on. And then you can go to a state actor and negotiate stuff, and you have leverage. You have something to offer them instead of coming in and having nothing and being like, let's do this deal and give me all these special rights and I'll do this land development. And then you're like, well, what? The politicians are like, what's in it for me, right? And so I agree with his thesis, and I think that that's kind of like what network state is about. The other piece of that is like crypto, right? Crypto is a very important core like set of primitives for building the future of distributed governance. And, because the core economic tools of the state are money and credit, right? So they control money supply and they control interest rates for credit in the modern like sort of banking system. And crypto challenges that fundamentally.